So welcome to a brand new series called Lists. Well, it's not actually called Lists. There is no name for this series. So I figured I'd kickstart this series off with one of my favorite islands in the world that I know very, very well. And that is the small little Caribbean island of Tobago, part of Trinidad and Tobago. That one right there, that is framed on my wall. So here are some of my top 10 picks of things to do and see in Tobago. Sights. Visit the nylon pool. Now the nylon pool is a shallow white ground coral pool that is literally out in the middle of the ocean. I mean, you can walk out less than waist high on soft sand in warm Caribbean waters. No joke. You do gotta take a boat to get out there, but when you are, it feels like you are walking in the middle of the ocean. Now it is the #1 tourist attraction and thing to do in Tobago, and that is for a reason, because it is such a unique thing to do that the island of Tobago can offer, so highly recommend. Visit Pigeon Point Heritage Park. The very famous Pigeon Point Heritage Park. It is one of the most recognizable places to visit in Tobago. You can instantly see why. It's got pristine beaches, like some of the whitest sand in Tobago. I mean, there are multiple colored sand beaches in Tobago, but this is where all the white coral sand is. Not to mention there's a ton of water sports and a lot of like family-friendly beaches. So you've got like sheltered beaches because it's on the Caribbean side, and you can also have the windier aspect of it, which offers a lot of water sports. So lots of things to do there. Exploring the Tobago Main Richfords Reserve. So right in the middle of Tobago is the Tobago Main Richfords Reserve, which is the oldest legally protected forest reserve in the Western Hemisphere, geared specifically toward a conservation purpose. Goodbye tropical fruits. There are no farming allowed here at all, and the climate is quite different to the coast of Tobago because this runs kind of in the central part of all of Tobago. So you can go hike there or you can go bird watching. Yes, Newton George is like the premier Tobago bird watcher. This guy is a legend. He can see birds from miles away with like no binoculars. He is just so good at spotting birds, and Tobago has a lot of birds. Or do one of my favorite things, and that's go to No Man's Land. So No Man's Land is actually a split of white coral sand stretching out in front of the Bonacord Lagoon. There's a tiny bit of history of why it's called No Man's Land, but basically it's a contested piece of the land. Now there are a couple ways to get there. You can get there by boat. A lot of tour operators will take you over, or you can drive through the lagoons and the marshes. Activities. Go diving in either Kerouac or Speyside. Seriously, Tobago has some of the best diving sites from around the world. It actually holds the largest brain coral in the world. Now, I didn't personally get to go down to it because I wasn't at the degree, like I don't have the diving certificate required to go to the brain coral, but it's got some wicked awesome dive sites on both sides of the island, offering very different vegetation and wildlife. Go stand-up paddleboarding. So for those that might be intimidated by water sports, I introduce you to stand-up paddleboarding. It is super easy to get the hang of. A lot of people can do it. You don't need to be like super physically fit. A little bit of balance is kind of required. It's an awesome, fun thing to do to see the island. You can do it on the ocean, or you can do it inland on some of the rivers, or you can do the best stand-up paddleboarding of all, and that's the bioluminescence in the Bonacord Lagoon. Oh my goodness. Now I can't actually show you what bioluminescence looks like because I was literally unable to capture it on my camera. Bioluminescence is the production and emission of light by a living organism. That's right, you are paddling through the water and there are these living organisms that will light up as you paddle or you swim in it. It is so magical. Just imagine Avatar, but in real life. And that's the experience you get when you do a bioluminescence stand-up paddleboarding tour. Not many places in the world have the perfect conditions to allow you to do that, but Tobago does. Go for a horse ride in the ocean. So Healing with Horses is a non-profit organization that does therapeutic riding, leadership training, and riding lessons for differently abled children. They're a really cool group of people, and they take you horse riding in the ocean. No, I'm not even joking you. And when I was riding my horse in the ocean, I had an eagle ray come up in between the horses. Yes, it was one of the scariest, most awesomest moments of my life. They also do natural riding, which is saddleless riding, which is an experience. Go to Sunday school. So Sunday School is a street party that takes place in Baku every Sunday night down by the harbor. You have people of all ages, kids, teenagers, seniors, people are dancing, some people are having some rum punch, you're eating great food, you're listening to good music, and it's just an all around pretty fun time. So highly recommend checking it out if you're in Tobago on a Sunday. Kastara! Kastara is a beautiful part of the island. It is a small village that is kind of developed and built themselves into the eco-resort capital of Tobago. There are eco-resort places to stay. There is an amazing beach. It's just super fun, cute, small town that is just simply gorgeous. You have the Kastara waterfall, which it's a waterfall. Events. Watching the Carib Great Race. This is an epic high-speed boat race from Trinidad to Tobago, ending in the Scarborough Harbor. Seriously, the winner is the first person to Tobago, which last year took a total time of 1 hour and 20 minutes. It is just like a really cool, fun spectacle that I've never seen before and is super fun to watch. Take part in the Heritage Festival activities. So the Tobago Heritage Festival is an annual event that's created to preserve the unique cultural and traditions of Tobago. So it's over the course of 2 weeks, and there's a variety of fun cultural activities that take place in the various villages around Tobago. So it kind of moves all around to showcase and bring people to various parts of the island. One of the coolest things I learned about Tobago is that most of the visitors that visit are actually from Trinidad and Tobago. Like, it's a lot of local staycations and people seeing and exploring different parts of the island. So they kind of take you around and focus on activities in the various parts. And there you go. I hope you've learned a little bit more about the Caribbean island of Tobago. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed this series and what destinations you'd like me to cover next. As well as don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you aren't already, as I post travel advice and videos all the time. Okay, happy travels. Bye.